What's going on, everybody? Hope you guys are having a good Tuesday morning, and we've got some Guns N' Roses news to kick off your day. What better way to start than kicking off your day with Guns N' Roses news? So, there's all these talent shows in the US and in Europe, and I'm sure all across the world as well. And, as somebody who watches a lot of American television, I'm not a huge fan of The Voice or American Idol, but whenever I see these kinds of shows, I've never once seen anybody cover Guns N' Roses songs. Like, I know Slash appeared on American Idol, but they didn't play Guns N' Roses songs, at least that's from what I can remember. But a lot of these talent shows in Europe, a lot of people play Guns N' Roses music. And I find it awesome because, the American ones are so boring and, they play a lot of poppy stuff. But, the Europeans love to play Guns N' Roses music. So there's this show in the UK called Your Face Sounds Familiar. And I guess there's this girl named Zia Vigor who's 7 years old. She wowed the internet when she did a cover of a Taylor Swift song, and now she's taking a cover in Guns N' Roses. She did a cover of Sweet Child of Mine. She dressed up like Axl, as you can see in the photo, and she got a perfect score from the judges. And they said, "You're getting better and better. Thought you were solid. You really are a sweet child." So if you guys want to see the actual performance, it's kind of cute. But I did see that the parents have gotten into a little bit of trouble. Like, some people attack the parents for sexualizing their child. I never saw the Taylor Swift performance, so I don't really know what it looked like. But if you guys want to check it out, go check out the link down below. Let's move on to our next piece of Guns N' Roses news. So we've got some new commercials featuring Guns N' Roses music. So according to Ultimate Classic Rock, 2 classic Guns N' Roses songs have been reimagined for Budlight and Resident Evil commercials. Resident Evil, we already knew they had licensed Paradise City, and I've seen a couple of Resident Evil trailers. They've got Paradise City playing in the background. Now, what's cool about their trailer is that unlike a lot of movies which license Guns N' Roses material, these guys actually got access to the master recording. So why this is relevant is because if you guys have ever played Guitar Hero or Rock Band or any of those music games, they typically use master recordings, meaning each instrument is separated from one another on a separate track. So when you're playing those games, if you miss the guitar note, the guitar track actually cuts out because they're using the master recordings. So what they've done in the Resident Evil trailer is they basically removed all the instruments from Paradise City, and the only thing you hear is Axl's vocals, which is pretty cool. It's a different way of listening to Paradise City. And then there's a Bud Light ad, which actually has a cover. It's actually a solo piano version of Sweet Child of Mine that plays in the background. And then there's actually a quick burst of the Heart song Barracuda in one scene as well. So if you guys want to see the commercials, I've linked to them down below. I believe the Bud Light one was playing during the NFC East Championship. I don't watch sports. It was playing during one of the NFC games this past weekend, and I think the Resident Evil trailer also played around that time. So go check it out. Go listen to Axl's vocals. It sounds really cool. Let's go into our next piece of news. So there's a new interview with Duff Mckagan, and the interview has been conducted by Fender. And of course, there's really not any discussion of Guns N' Roses. It's more about Duff Mckagan and, the bass that he plays when he's recording and on stage. So it's about, 2 minutes long. I've linked to it down below for you guys to go check out. Let's move on to our next piece of news. So we've got some Gilby Clarke news. As you guys know, NAMM was this past weekend. Matt Sorum was playing with one of the members of the Grateful Dead, and Gilby Clarke was there too. There's actually a video of him covering Knocking on Heaven's Door with the drummer from Jane's Addiction, Stephen Perkins. So I've linked to that video down below. Let's move on to our next set of news. So this past weekend, as you guys know, was Steven Adler's 52nd birthday, and I had done a video about Duff and Slash wishing him happy birthday, but we also have the official Guns N' Roses Twitter account wishing him a happy birthday. Somebody on the forums mentioned that they think Del James is the one who actually controls the Guns N' Roses Twitter account. And then we also have Guns N' Roses tour photographer Kat Ben Zoma. She had also sent out a little message wishing Steven Adler a happy birthday. This is probably from maybe the Argentina show that he made a guest appearance at, just having dinner. So, as you guys know, Steve is going to be doing a Reddit AMA this Friday. I'll be covering everything that comes out of it, guys, and basically giving you guys a rundown of it. So hopefully we learned some new information. So that does it for today's news, guys. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned this Friday. I'm going to have another episode of Guns N' Roses True Story. And then the following Friday, I'm going to have another episode as well, profiling another song. Just a hint for you guys, both songs are off Use Your Illusion 1, so maybe you guys can leave some guesses in the comments section below. Make sure you subscribe for the latest Guns N' Roses news, guys, and make sure you follow me on Twitter at Guns N' Roses Daily. I will follow you guys back. Take care.